If you know the basic rules of American football, like bare bones basic, you know that you get 4 downs to go 10 yards. Or if you're within 10 yards of the opponent's goal line, you have 4 downs to score. Barring penalties, if you don't get past the first down line in 4 plays, the other team gets the ball. I mean, that's football 101. Well, one fateful day in 1990, that rule was thrown out the window. College football is no stranger to crazy endings in games, but for pure infamy, a game between Missouri and Colorado in 1990 is the poster child. At the time, the Big 8, which had teams that would collectively create the Big 12 later on, is no stranger to success. It was one of the most prestigious conferences at the time. In 1971, the top 3 teams in the nation were all from the Big 8. They prided themselves on success. So this wasn't some low-level ragtag football. The people who ran this game, from the officials to the players and coaches, they were truly some of the best around. On one side, we have the Missouri Tigers. They were looking to bounce back after a horrible season in 1989. So for this game, they were going to host number 12, Colorado. Fresh off of playing for a national title the year before, Colorado was looking to finally win it all in 1990. If we look at this exact matchup from the year before, Colorado crushed Missouri 49-3. Missouri was a major underdog to say the least. They weren't expected to win, and it wasn't supposed to be close. But what it says on paper doesn't mean shit.
Into the end zone corner. Oh, a beautiful pass and catch. Number 2, Victor. He's got a lot of room here. Should get into the end zone, and he does. The Buffs score. Their time, he's going long today. Wide open, touchdown, Missouri. Should be 6. It is. The Buffs regain the lead. Mays could turn it into a long one. He is in the end zone. Missouri takes the lead.
With little time left to keep their national championship hopes alive, Colorado desperately had to get the ball down the field. They worked their way deep into Missouri territory. In the red zone, they threw a pass that should have been a guaranteed touchdown, but he tripped, making it 1st and goal on the 3-yard line. This is where it all changes from a really good game to what the hell is going on. Colorado had 4 plays to get 3 yards. First down when they set the chains, spike. Second down, they hand it off, and he comes up just short of the goal line. Timeout Colorado. This would be their last timeout. Third down, 18 seconds left. Another handoff, and he's down at the 1-yard line. Fourth down, they spike the ball? What? This doesn't make any sense. No one's even acting weird about it. So I guess 5th down. Charles Johnson's under center. If Missouri stops them here, it will be one of the biggest upsets of the season. You can just see all of the students lined up ready to rush the field.
Johnson himself, is he in? Yes!
Oh my goodness!
The ball game.
Look out, they're all over the field!
The fans are streaming onto the field as if Missouri won.
This is a pretty stunning photo. Just look how close the fans are to the ref. A bunch of angered, crazed fans, that close to their biggest enemy in the moment. That ref is truly lucky to be alive. Okay, let's go back. What exactly happened? Why was there a 5th down? Here's an article from the Kansas City Star. It's revisiting the game 25 years later with the head referee J.C. Louderback and Rich Montgomery, who was the downs marker. So on 1st and goal, everything's normal. On 2nd down, he goes down at the 1, and Colorado calls their last timeout. This is where everything starts to become insanity. As the head ref went to the Colorado sideline to tell their coach it was their last time out, he failed to signal the sideline ref. So the sideline ref never signaled Montgomery to flip the marker to 3rd. This means they would have had 2 second downs. Well, even if he never signaled the change in down, you would think that the sideline ref would have signaled 3rd down. I mean, it only makes sense, right? This is what's really odd though. The sideline referee remembers noticing a man having an actual heart attack behind the 50-yard line. The man who had a heart attack was being moved to the track for emergency CPR. You don't believe me?
There was a guy on the 50-yard line behind the Colorado bench that was having a heart attack. You know, you try not to get distracted by anything because you're zeroed in, but we all missed it.
So the whole chain crew and the ref were distracted by this traumatic event. Back to the game though. Play resumed with the scoreboard and the marker still showing second down, even though it was actually third. So when the play snapped, the running back goes back up the middle and is stuffed at the 1-yard line. When the clock's running, it randomly stops at 8 seconds.
7. The clock has been stopped. Why? Why is the clock stopped?
You can count for yourself. The clock held at 8 for around 4 or 5 seconds. When he spikes the ball, it's at 3 seconds. The clock should have ran out. They end up spiking the ball on 4th, which, to be fair to Colorado, if they would have known it was 4th down, they wouldn't have spiked the ball. You can still say technically they did spike the ball on 4th. So they end up running a play on 5th down. It's an option play to the right with quarterback Charles Johnson. If you look closely, it looks like he didn't even get in. The angles are kind of hard to tell, but this photo was taken just a split second before he landed on the turf. From the replays, he doesn't extend the ball over his head until after he hit the ground. He didn't even make it in.
Goal line, but was it after he was down? Look at his left knee. Look at his backside. Look at his backside.
His back is down, and then he puts the ball over.
Oh, that is very...
So why was this game significant? Well, Colorado went on to win the national title that year, and Missouri, they fell back into a dumpster fire. They ended up firing their head coach after the next season. They could have traced it back to this game. It could have been the catalyst for both of these teams' events. Looking at a 5th down, this has occurred 3 times since 1940, but the other 2 instances literally happened in 1940 and 1941. The first one was a game between Dartmouth and Cornell. A similar situation happened that benefited Cornell, but once they found out about it, they sent a telegram over to Dartmouth offering to forfeit the game, which they accepted. Now, that's what you call sportsmanship. What did Colorado's coach do after what happened?
So we don't apologize for this victory. No way, shape, or form. Our students should know that if we were outplayed and the circumstances were fair, that we could very seriously consider forfeiting the game.
All the coincidences that fell in line that day are truly jaw-dropping. To have 3 or 4 things that crazy happen in a row, that'll probably never happen again. If I were those officials though, I would stay far away from that stadium and those fans. That day was complete pandemonium.
Look out, they're all over the field.
The fans are streaming onto the field as if Missouri won.
Oh my goodness.
And yet on the other sideline, the CU Buff team is running onto the field as if they won.
There's there were guys trying to tear the goalpost down that now have to stop.
Well, they're still trying to tear the goalpost down.
Holy mackerel.